Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video tutorial here at DailyBeats. In today's video I'm going to talk a little bit about how to work with other artists and what you should request from other artists in terms of files of what you should get, for instance, when you are mixing a track. And I'm doing this because in the last weekend I went to a studio of a friend and we recorded a song that we will have, and I specifically asked him to send me some a structure of files and some files, and to record in a specific way so that whenever I import the sounds into my project I have everything that I need, and then I can start working on the at least my preferred way of making music and mixing and mastering. And yeah, that's something that is really important and you should have in mind when you work with other artists, because you can or you should request this type of information prior to prior to start working, so that you don't go back and forward with this, and the artist knows exactly what he should record, what he should send you, and how to do that. So in this video I'm going to basically create a new project, import the sound, show you how I arrange the files and import everything, and then from then I will work on the track. I will not work on the track because the track is not yet out, so I will not play, because I don't want to spoil anything, but mainly I will talk how you can work with other artists and what you should expect with that. So before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe and activate notifications so that you know when I upload new videos, and if you have any questions just leave a comment below. Also consider supporting my channel by buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production and also to the project files of the tutorials, so that you can download and watch the tutorial along with the project in your FL Studio or Ableton. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start the tutorial. So the first thing I asked him when I was recording, I showed him how I like to record my projects, and I asked him specifically to do the same on his part. So I have just a verse on the track, and he recorded the chorus and his own verse, and I specifically asked him to, for every take that he does, for every part of the song to record a central verse, or for instance for the verse, what I did was I record my full verse and then I recorded the back vocals, and for the back vocals I did 2 recordings of the same back vocals, let's say, and I do that because I want to put one of the back vocals hard left and one of the back vocals hard right, and I asked him to do the same thing for all of his parts that he records. So every part you will see a central verse, so audio file with this vocal on the center, and then the other ones I will either they are already penned or in the other ones I will pen one right and one left, or one left and one right, yeah. And I like to do that because, and I specifically asked him to record 3 times, so 3 different files, because if you copy and paste the same file and then you place them on different panning positions, that will not give the same effect. So he sent me the files, he recorded everything on his studio, he sent me the files, and I already downloaded and unzipped the files, And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a project. And one thing that you can use to share files with other people is a service called, for instance, WeTransfer, where you can send up to 2 gigabytes of files in a zip file or separated file. Sorry about that. And you can share files with other people like that. Even if it's not related to music, you can share whatever, video, photos, whatever you want. So let's go ahead. I already created a project, or not a project, a folder. So the best way I recommend to do this is, if you don't have that folder already inside of the browser here in FL Studio, I recommend that you go to Options, File Settings, and for instance, the folder that where I placed the track is on my backup or on my hard drive. It's on music production, and then I have here a music business and a mixing folder. And here I created a new folder called Oportunidades, which is the name of the song. And if you see here, we have the stem. So I'm going to click OK, and the folder will open up here. So I could go, for instance, through here, music business, mixing, and I would find it here. But this way you will have directly the access to the project that you are working on. So this is a great way. And if you don't have it yet, this is the best way for you to load the folder in your browser and work here directly. As you can see, I already have the beat here, and what I'm going to do basically is bring all these sounds into the project, and then I will mainly import all the stuff that needs to be. So as you can see here, we have refrão, which is chorus, principal, direita is right, esquerda is left. So first of all, let's go ahead and start bringing the bass. I hope this doesn't play anything. Probably it will, but it's okay. If it's just a little bit, it's not a big deal. Okay, this can take a little bit, and because of the files are big and my computer is a little bit slow. Okay. And the tag is no need, because this is a project that I have with him. So I already sing in this track, so there's no, or rap in this track, there's no need to put my tag here. So let's go ahead and rename this and call this beat. This first track, let's call it beat. And what I'm going to do is send all these tracks to the group of beat. And this allows me to create a group so that I can just simply collapse it or expand it. And to send whatever track you want to this beat subfolder, let's say, you just have to go here to the bottom of the track and just click and open, move up until you see the indentation here on the track. And if you want to put it out, you just do the same thing. You just go here to the track, click it, and then you move it up, and it goes out of this, let's say, group of, this is actually not a group, but this is actually a track, but I'm using it as a kind of a group so that I can collapse and open up whenever I want. So let's go and put these tracks again here, and we can call this bass, we can call this clap, close grand, and this is E piano, hi-hats, and kick, organ, okay, and snare. Okay, so now I'm going to send all these tracks, the tracks that has drums, to the beginning of the group, because I want to make this a little bit more organized. It doesn't have to be, but it's always a good idea to have all your stuff organized. And I want to start with the kick, and then hi-hats, and then snares. And then I have the bass, close grand, E piano, and organ. And if I go down here, or if I zoom out, I can even put this track smaller like this, and now I have the first track, which is the group track, and this will have the beat. Okay, so now the next step would be to send all these tracks to the mixer, and there is a nice way to do this, and you can go here, for instance, and just rename everything first. So we have bass, clap. This would be close grand, I think, close grand. Yes, this will be E piano. This will be hi-hat. Okay, this will be kick, organ, and snare. So what I'm going to do basically is just organize all these clips in the same way. So I'm going to put the kick first, and to move this stuff around, you just click on Shift. Let me see if I can make the shift showed up here, so I don't need these panels, neither this. I also don't need this. So these are stuff that I don't usually use, and I don't need it here. So what I'm going to do is to add here a fixed separator, maybe increase it a little bit, and let's see where is the shift. Control, Alt, and Shift. Okay, let's close this, and now if you see here, I have, whenever I click on the Shift key, you see it here being illuminated. So let's see. So we have kick. Let me open up again the arrangement. Okay, so we have the kick, we have the hi-hat. So as you can see, I'm clicking and holding on the Shift and moving my mouse wheel up, and it organizes the orientation of the clips. We can do it here also. So clap. No, actually we can't. We can by drag and dropping, which is quite nice. I didn't know that this was possible, and yeah, but yeah, you organize it here. So this is also a nice way to organize. We can just simply click, drag and drop. As you can see, there are a lot of ways to do the same thing in FL Studio. That's the beauty of this kind of software. It's not unique to FL Studio. All these professional and let's say hard programs, they allow you to do the same thing with different ways, so that you can mold yourself to the best way, or the way that fits more your workflow, and that's something that is really nice. So let's go ahead and send all these tracks to the mixer in one go. So let's select everything, and to select I will just click here and drag down like this with the left click or the left button of the mouse, click and holding. So you click, hold, and you move the mouse down, and you select everything. Now let's go here to the mixer. Let's select channel. So the first channel will be the mix, and the second channel will be the beat. Okay, and let's put it here on the channel 3, and let's click on Control, Shift, and L. And you can see it automatically mapped all the tracks. It also added this kind of icon. I don't want it here. I could have removed this by simply clicking here. I will do this actually here for everyone. And as you can see here, if you click here with the mouse button or the wheel button, if you click here on this side, you will be prompted with a dialog to change the name, and you can also reset the icon there. But if you click on the icon itself with the same button, it will show directly the icon menu, and you can just simply reset everything. As you can see, another 2 ways to change these parameters. So the same thing I will do here. For this one, you just have to click here. There is no option to click on the icon to change it. So you have to click here on the name, and then here like so. So let's. I'm doing this because I want a little bit more space, and I don't need these tracks to have an icon. So okay, let's do this again. Okay. Okay, and like this. Okay, so now I will select everything. So I click on Control and then click and drag all the channels that I want to select. And now let's go here and send route to this track only, or send all the tracks to the beat. Okay, route to this track only here. And this one here I will route to the mix. So we have the beat, and this way I can just simply do this, and you can see I have the signals. If I want, I can lower the mix, and now here I have the beat already, but no sound is going out because I put the mix at 0. So the next step would be to bring up first of all, I want to put this on the tempo of the track. So I think this is 80 something, 88, yeah. As you can see here, the kicks align perfectly. So let's go here to this part, and you can see that the kicks align perfectly here, and on the next bar, or the next fourth bar, it also aligns here perfectly. So this is the tempo. Sometimes you might work with the tempo, sometimes you might not. I always recommend you know the tempo of the beat that you are working with, because this makes it easier if you want to just cut stuff and move parts around. This makes it much easier to work with. So let's collapse the beat, and now it's time to bring the vocals. And the vocals did not load. Why? Probably because these are a IF, which is a bummer. How can I now switch this? This is strange. It should let me check here. Let's go to browse, open in no. Windows shell menu. Let's go here, let's go to properties, and we can see that we have size. So we have 32 or 31 megabytes, and this is AIF file, because this was recorded with in Logic, in a Mac, but it's strange because I think FL Studio works with AIF files, which should work, but yeah, let me actually check one thing here. So let's go to export. No, it does work only with FLAC. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. It only works with WAV files. So I will have to open this file on a different project, on a different software, and I will have to how can I say, I will have to convert this file. I will probably use what's the name of the software? I think it's a free software. I don't think it's a free software, and it's quite good to do these kinds of utilities. How can I say, utility conversion, something like that. Okay, it's probably not the same, but this kind of simple tasks like converting files from one format to the other. And yeah, I will cut here the video, and then I will install, because I don't think I have the software, and I don't remember the name right now, but I will install the software, and I will come back here to this point where I will show you how you can load a file on that software, which is a free software you can download, and you load the file, you convert it, and then you can bring it up here into FL Studio. And again, this is something that you will probably face with your working with other artists or with other projects. These are the kind of stuff that you have to have a sense and understand that this stuff can happen, and you just have to either talk with the artist that sent you the files. I could go and ask him to export again on a different format, or I can just go ahead and convert them, because I know that AIF it's also equivalent to WAV file. So if I convert it, I will not lose quality. So that's okay to do something here. That's something to do. That's something that is okay to do in this situation. So I will cut here and I'll see you in the second. Okay, so the software that I was talking about is Audacity, and I was not remember the name, even though I highly recommend this software. And as you can see, I just downloaded it, and it's a free download, and it's an open source software, and you can download, and I really strongly recommend that you use it. So let's go next. You just install it, create a desktop shortcut, next, install, and you are good to go. Just wait until the installation finishes, and next, and launch Audacity, finish, and it will just launch Audacity. Let's click OK, and now let's open up some files. And the files were on this PC, backup, music, business, mixing, opportunities, stamps, and it was this one here. So let's go with the first one. Make a copy of, so when importing uncompressed audio files, you can either copy them into the project or read them directly from their current location without copying. Your current preference is set to copy in. Regarding the files directly allows you to, okay, so what I'm going to do, I will read the files directly from the original. Why? In this case, because I'm just, I'm going to read the file and convert it to WAV file. So I will just read the files directly from the original, and yeah, this is faster. So let's click OK, and as you can see here, we have now the file. Let's go here. This is the chorus, and let's go export as WAV into the same thing. So here I want to put 32-bit float PCM, and I want this because I want to keep the maximum quality, because I know these files were exported as 32-bit AIF, I think it's how you call it, and I will just keep it as WAV. So let's save this. Okay, and let's wait it. So now we can close this, open up the second one. Okay, and this opens up a new window. I don't know why, but whatever. And let's do the same thing here, 32-bit. Okay, okay, and we can close this one. Save project, no. Let's open up a new one. Actually, let's see if I can open up everything here. Okay, 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 and I will go one by one, and at least I don't have to always have to open up. I just open them all at the same time. It's a little bit slower at the beginning, but then it's okay. So let's go export as WAV. Again, remember always to put 32-bit. Okay. No. And let's do the same thing here. Export as WAV. Okay, save. Okay. No. No, I don't want to open it. I just want to export it. Okay. And again, 32-bit. This might be a little bit boring to do. Sorry to do this, but yeah, it's a necessary step, and you have to be aware of it. And yeah, I could probably speed this up, but yeah, it's okay. As you can see, I like to do this kind of stuff, like the uncut part of everything, because this shows you how what is really necessary when you are making music and working with other people. Because sometimes you might think, oh, being a producer is nice, but there are some how can I say, I don't want to just show you the best part, I want to show you the boring part also. And yeah, that makes you understand a little bit better what is all about. Okay, I think I can see here a part where we are reaching the peaks, which is not good here, for instance. Yeah, this is not good, this is clipping. And yeah, I will either work around it, I don't think will be a very big issue, but this is not good. So this is one of the issues that you might find sometimes working with other people, is that if they are not very experienced in recording, this stuff can happen, and you have to work around it, or you can either work around. Now let me see what I was going to show or to check. Here you see here, this is digital distortion, and we don't want that. For instance, here in this part, especially here, you can see that a lot of the waveform was cut out, especially here, even here down, and this is not good. This might introduce a little bit of distortion into the file, and yeah, you have to always be careful when you record this stuff, even in your own projects, because this can ruin your recordings. So now we go here, we read structure, and you can see that we already have a lot of other files. So this is AIF, and this is the wave one, and we can just bring it in, and let's do the same. So this AIF, and this is wave. Let's bring it in again. I will do the same thing here, and I will call this refrain, which is chorus, and I will just do the same thing here. Okay, and this one. Okay, and I'm putting it completely to the left, because I know that whenever he exported in a way that I just have to put the how can I say, the file right on the beginning, and it will be on time. And then we have, okay, we have, actually, let me put, instead of calling this refrain, let me put this voc or vox, which is vocal. And let's go here, and this one, I think is the all second ones. Okay, and this one and this one here. Okay, so now let's bring this up. So we don't need any more the browser, and let's go ahead and do this and this and this and this. Okay, and now we have everything, so we can put this shorter, or reduce the size of this track here, and we can do pretty much the same thing here. We can just select all the files here, and we can just go here. Let's add a separator to this one, and let's call this Vox. Also, let's add a separator here to the beat, so that we have a little bit more organization. And let's go do the same thing here. Control Shift L, and we send all the sounds or all the clips into the mixer. And now we can select everything and send or route to this track only, like so. And now if we play it, and we can send this to the mix. And now if we play it here, for instance, in this part, which I think is mine, we can see that we have already the beat, and we also have vocal here. And of course, as you can see here, we have, this should be on the right, and this should be on the left. So what I'm going to do is simply do this, and now we have the two signals, one on the right and one on the left. And that's why I like to ask, whenever someone is recording, I like to ask them to do this kind of stuff. And we can check also here, for instance, in this part, which is my friend, we can see that we have the main one here, and then we will have one to the right and one to the left, and we can even add it, make it here, which like this, which is a little bit more organized. Okay, and as you can see here, we have all the ingredients to start making a good mix. And we have everything organized, or a little bit more organized. Of course, I will still add a little bit more organization to the project, for instance, renaming all these tracks and all that stuff. And now I will be able to start mixing and working on the mix, and then working on the master, so that we can finish, or I can finish this track. And probably I will release this track. I'm not sure if it will be on this channel or not, but and it's also a Portuguese rap song, so I'm not sure if you will be able to understand if you don't speak Portuguese, but I will, when the time comes, I will show you how I did mix this track. Whenever the track is out, I will show you how I mixed it, and we will also, me and my friend, we will also maybe record a video clip. It will depend. It will depend on my availability, because I'm moving to Germany very soon, definitely, and yeah, that will make things a little bit harder to me for us to record the video clip, but we will try to record it before I come, and then I come to Germany, and then I will be able to show you also how I record and how I mix the video clip, and then how I edit the video clip. So this is it, guys. I hope you learned something, and it was nice that I faced this issue. I was not expecting, when I was importing the audio files, I was not expecting to have problems, and this was really nice, because it shows that our work can sometimes be a little bit boring, and it can be, I don't know, it's not always fun. You think that, oh, music is really good, and I want to do music for a living, but sometimes you still have to understand that not all jobs are fun 100% of the time, and you have fun stuff, but you all will also have to do not fun stuff. And yeah, this is what it is. And I also, with time, I start enjoying this kind of stuff, because I enjoy, for instance, organizing my projects, because I know when in the future, if I have to come here, I will know exactly what it is. And that's one of the things I like, to stay organized. And yeah, I think this is it, guys. If you are new here to this channel, subscribe and activate the notifications, so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also, consider supporting my channel, buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI, or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production, and also to the project files of the tutorials that I do here to the channel, so that you can follow along at home with in your FL Studio, and also watching the video tutorial. So this is it, guys. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.